Welcome, everybody, to Taste Different Gaming News. What's on the news today? Pika Pika, baby. Before we jump into it, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications, all those good buttons that help keep you up to date with everything we like to talk about, video games. But we're going to talk about something a little creepy this time, possibly a little weird, possibly a little sexy. Report examines claims Nintendo of America once suggested Pikachu should look like a kind of a tabby cat with big boobs. Yes, a tabby with knockers. A kitty with titty.
Tabby knockers.
So, tabby knockers. Yo, tabby knocker. So, we'll try not to mess up some of these words here. Fresh light has been shown on an interview that claims Nintendo once suggested Pokemon's beloved mascot, Pikachu, should have boobs. The interview with the Pokemon Company's veteran CEO, I'm just going to call him Mr. Ishihara because that first name would kill me, dates back around 25 years. I would have been like 12. Shut up, Pat. Back 25 years, and is in Japanese, something that has prompted debate over the exact translation of what Ishihara originally said. Now, however, Japanese site GameSpark has examined the original interview in detail to uncover as firm an interpretation as possible. And yes, it really does seem to be what it sounds like. Firstly, let's examine what Ishihara says before, discussing the specifics of the word boobs, breasts for context. Ishihara is discussing it in an early conversation he had with Nintendo of America employees regarding the localization of Pokemon franchises before it launched. It launched in the West and became the global phenomenon it is today. So when it first showed Pokemon to the team, they told me it was too cute. Ishihara recalled the staff of Nintendo of America then suggested their own designs for the characters. Yeah. He says, I won't show those illustrations to anyone as long as I live. But they kind of look like the characters from Cats the Musical. So, for an example, Pikachu was changed into a character shaped like a kind of a tabby cat with huge breasts. As Automation notes, there is some debate here about the exact Japanese word used to describe breast. I think the universal translation is ooga ooga, but you have to Google that for me, Pat. Which could also be pronounced as masculine pecs.
So he's going to be buff Pikachu.
So I don't have moobs. I have masculine pecs. However, there's added context in what is said next. When Ishihara is asked whether he means breasts, like those girls, why do Pikachu cosplays anime conventions? The CEO replies in the affirmative. Yes, exactly. Ishihara, shut up, Pat. I almost did. Ishihara states they presented that kind of design to us for real. I thought it was interesting in a sense of appreciating such cultural differences. However, I did want to compete in the overseas market. I didn't want to compete in the overseas market with that kind of thing. One final wrinkle in the matter is a subsequent anecdote from the late Nintendo president Satoru Iwata, who in 2008 recalled early localization conversations, that's hard to say, that featured a westernized Pikachu. Give him a gun. Westernized Pikachu concept with big muscles in an attempt to make the mascot stronger and scarier. But as GameSpark notes, this could simply refer to an additional concept also being discussed in the same meetings as Nintendo suggests a range of alterations. And if anything, it's yet more proof that Nintendo once had some eye-opening ideas to change the design of Pokemon for the franchise rollout outside of Japan. So, Pikachu, use knockers. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. I really enjoyed Snap back on.
You'd be more of a Pokemon
64.
fan if it looked like that, I guess.
Oh yeah. You just imagine Ash taking that Pokeball out, throwing it. Pikachu, I choose you. Pikachu jumps out and he's ready for battle, and he realizes he's in a hotel room. There's just duct tape and lotion on the nightstand.
I don't know what Pokemon game you've been playing.
And Pika uses his first English words. Oh shit.
He's been playing Pokemon Snatch.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, let's turn it over to Squirtle here. Nick, what is your thoughts about Pikachu having hooters?
And being a cat.
Yeah. That's a very Western thing to do, is what I think.
I would have went with guns, but cat and boobies. Yeah, there you go.
Because for some reason, I mean, like, this has gone back to video games and different. I mean, it doesn't happen as much nowadays, but especially when we were young, it would happen a lot. Anything coming over from Japan or any other location would be westernized, which means it became boring. In most cases, because the original designs or what it was originally was in most cases, is much cooler than whatever the hell we come up with, because we come up with the same crap for everything, like big tits and guns. What should this one have? Big tits and guns. It's like, okay, well, we had a lot of that. Anything else? No, that's it. Like, even our box art. Like, if you look at the box art for like Japanese games versus American games, our box art sucks compared to what they had back in the day. I mean, now the box art is pretty much the same, but back in the day, the box art on Japanese games were, in most cases, not always, but in 9 out of 10 times, were much cooler box art than what we got here. And especially with, like, they did a lot of that redesigning type of stuff back in the day with movies and cartoons and games and various things that came from the East and came into the West. They would westernize it for American audiences, which, I don't know. In America, we're pretty boring. We like the color brown and everything's bland. So
we don't do brown anymore, buddy.
Or tan. Okay, we'll just do that. Well, khaki. We love the color khaki. And everything's bland. I mean, like, because like, I don't think they have it anymore, but like, they have what, like the big ass Gundam in Japan. They had, like,
that's gone. Yeah,
it's gone now. But
we got the ball of yarn, bitch.
We got a ball of yarn, right?
The giant rocking chair.
There you go.
Giant rocking chair.
World's biggest belt buckle.
We do have the globe, I guess, in Las Vegas, which is really cool. The sphere or whatever. But there's a lot of cool stuff that other cultures have. That, I don't know. I feel like we never take part in. Like, I feel like America's or the Western side of the planet's a little too serious when it comes to everything. They don't like to have fun. And this is just another example of that type of thing, right? It's like, we have to appeal to Western culture. How do we appeal to that? Big tits and, cats, right? And it's like, come on, I'm glad it didn't go that direction, because it would just be like everything else. Like, I want the original designs of what Pokemon was supposed to be, or what anything is supposed to be. I don't want it to be westernized for our, especially something that started over there. Like, if it started here, that's fine. But if it started over there and was created over there, I want the original thing. I don't want it to be like, Americanized in a sense.
Well, you have to remember, though, we had Laura Croft. So Pikachu would have had big square boobs 25 years ago.
Yeah, it would have been rectangle boobs.
Pointy.
Just like
been the pointy ones.
Yeah, just like Tifa and Final Fantasy, and just like Laura Croft and all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, it would have been like that. But I mean, like, Yeah, it's just it's disappointing in a sense. I mean, I'm glad it didn't go that direction, but I understand why, but at the same time I hate it. How when anything comes here that is popular, especially back in the day, right? It doesn't happen much anymore, but back in the day, especially, it had to be westernized for a Western audience. And like I said, most of the stuff that was westernized was, in my opinion, was more boring than the original prospect of the item that they were trying to bring over here, right? Because I look back at, I mean, it's cool until you look at the original thing, and then you're like, well, that's cooler than what we got. What the hell is ours different? I would do that all the time as a kid. Look at the box art for like Japanese games, be like, why is their box art so much cooler than ours? We just got Mega Man's face, and like Mega Man's doing this cool like shooting thing, and it looks awesome, but we got a picture of it just like him or whatever, and it's like, that's all we got or whatever. It's like they got some cool stuff in there, and we just get, like Resident Evil, we just get a picture of Chris on the front, right? And theirs was like the whole red
but it was a complete name change too.
And a name change, yeah. It still is Biohazard.
Yes,
I think it's still Biohazard in Japan, and it's Resident Evil here. So they did a whole name change, which again didn't need to happen. I
think they went, and not to get off subject, I think they went with Resident Evil because I think they didn't think
maybe it's a copyright thing here.
No, I think they didn't think Americans were smart enough to know what a biohazard meant.
That's probably true.
So it says here that there's a conflict in Japan with the name, an existing band and game in North America. Yep. Naming conflicts with an existing band and game in North America called Biohazard. So
yeah, I figured it might be like just a naming.
Yeah, they couldn't trademark Biohazard in North America due to a New York-based punk rock band and a PC game already using that name.
Oh, there was a PC game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. See, the rock band, I'm not surprised because that definitely sounds like an 80s, 90s rock band name.
Yeah, for sure.
But I didn't know there was a game, at least in America. So that's cool.
Right, and some of that stuff is because of that, right? Some of that stuff does have to change because of copyright and various legal things, right? Yeah. But I know a lot of it, I think a lot of it was also that didn't run into those issues, were just westernized, as you would put it, to be more Western influenced.
Well, one neat one, I just did just a quick search, variations of box art. Grand Theft Auto 3. Completely different box arts from one country to the other. So the UK compared to like Germany, which is, I believe, what the same that we have, is a complete difference. The UK version is much better by far.
Most of the time, if you look at box, especially for game box art, not to get off a little bit off topic with that, but most of the time we get the shittier box art compared to a lot of other ones. In my opinion, I think a lot of the other box arts for a lot of other games, especially if they're different, usually looks a lot better and is more appealing than what we get. Because we usually get, like I said, our stuff is very, like, the stuff we get is usually very basic. Like, if you look at other box art, it might have like a cityscape or something like that. Like ours is always like the main character's face on the front, big arms and guns in his hand. And it's like, that's all we get, and it's like, can we get something else? Like, I don't know. I guess that's how our culture is. But
I think our box art, it was kind of like our
or even like movie posters. Right? I think movie posters are different.
Yeah, I think our box art was just kind of like our movie posters were back then for like the barely budgeted movie that you go to the video store at that time, and the box art was every square inch of their wallet was just on the cover of the movie. And then when you go watch the movie, it was shot with a 8mm camera in some dude's backyard and basement. I don't know. I'm looking at like Mega Man 2. That's much better box art in Japan. I mean, just 1,000.
Yeah, and it's not always the case. Sometimes we do get better box art than other places, right?
Well,
there have been games that we have gotten better box art for.
See, Ico, for for PS2. I'm torn on that one between the Japanese versions and North America. I mean, I don't know. The Ico for US it does have that more generalized Western. You got your main guy, but the Japanese version, I like just the artistry of it alone. I mean, it's
right.
You don't get just a big close up of your hero. You get a landscape. You get
it's more artistic
you get
in a way,
ideal
right?
of the world. Exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of like an art or graphic design, whereas ours is just like paste the main character on the front. There you go.
Yep.
That's what the Westerners like.
And give it bigger boobs.
Like, okay. That's what we get, right? And it's like for the rest of them, we were going to commission this artist to create this cool design. And for them, just just slap somebody on the front there. That'll work.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, it doesn't surprise me that like I could understand, especially 25 years ago, Pokemon coming over here. Like if it came over here now, it would come over as exactly as, as it did initially, as it ended up coming. But back 25 years ago, yeah, it would have went through the Western transition or transformation of trying to change the look and, who knows besides Pikachu? I mean, Squirtle, probably a big buff guy,
He's just a big buff dude.
Just a big buff dude.
Geodude's like the rock of a man. He's the rock.
Yeah, he is the rock. You smell what Geodude's cooking. So, who knows what crazy, stupid, more than likely stupid designs would have came out of these different Pokemon characters.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Pat?
Yeah. Peekaboo. I don't know. You guys have kind of said it all. I mean, I cannot imagine Pikachu looking like either a buff dude with huge pecs, a buff cat, I should say, with huge pecs, or a female cat with huge boobs. I cannot imagine Pikachu being any one of more of those, I mean, Pikachu's a little short, round creature that shoots lightning out of it.
Where's it coming from, Pat?
I don't know. It could be like a fembot from Austin Powers.
He's cute. What's the problem with them being cute?
Right. What's the problem with it being cute? Because it is marketed as a family game, right? It's a kid's game. It was marketed originally as a kid's game. It's a now family-friendly game is what we call them to be more PC. But
but come on, what's more wholesome than taking your child to the card shop and looking down at little Billy, and then you look at the deck. Get the one with the titties.
Yeah, you got to get that deck behind the curtain.
That's we got to go around the corner. Those cards are kept around the corner. I mean,
excuse me, where do you keep the Squirtle?
Pikachu probably wouldn't be so wholesome and family friendly and popular in the U.S. if it was a big chested dude or a big chested
I don't think
girl.
It would have gotten as popular as it did.
No, not at all.
In the U.S.
It would have been censored probably, especially if it was a big... I mean, people complain today about furries and stuff like that to the no end. I can only imagine if this came out 25, 30 years ago, they'd have been like, what is this kind of crap?
You got these net jobs still complaining about the original Dragon Ball. How
you got people that complain about anything just to complain about anything. I mean, well, you can't have the original Dragon Ball. You ain't going to have no kid patting no panties.
Oh, that's soft.
You're not going to have any of that kind of stuff.
You're a girl. No, you're not. Because people are just, my God, people are the worst. But I think the moral of the story is you have to really look at your market for these kind of things. I mean, you would have had to make every one of those characters, and I mean every one, they would have had to have some sort of accentuation to them if you gave the most popular character knockers. So you would have to do something with each character and accent them in some, whether it's a perverse way or a weird way. Nick's got something in his mind and it's probably hurting him.
The comments, I don't know if you guys saw the comments because this is an IGN article is. When first person says almost all mammals have more than two breasts, only primates and humans have two. So we're talking Pikachu is 5 to 6 pairs of breasts here. And the other one says, When will Ash get canceled for keeping these girls captive in his balls?
Yeah. And so, yeah. And Pikachu is like sexless, right? Pikachu's not a guy or a girl. You know?
Yeah,
it's just Pikachu.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are. Or do any of them have a sex? Any of them? I don't know enough about Pokemon.
I don't know enough about
like
Pokemon.
Jigglypuff,
I mean, some of them are.
Jigglypuff would be
some of them are more pointed
feminine.
towards feminine or masculine, right?
Yeah. Like Geodude, you're not going to say he's a girl.
So what's the floor shits, Pat?
Yeah. That's 3 dudes laying on the floor.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I am the person who would be playing this game. I don't know.
I might have gotten into it.
I guess Margot Robbie could play Pikachu in the Pikachu movies then or whatever.
I would sell a child to watch that movie. Margot Robbie, Pikachu.
I guarantee if you're that interested in seeing it, you could probably find a Pikachu only fan somewhere.
Or just look at like cosplay of some girl dressing up as Pikachu if you want tits and Pikachu.
Oh no.
Guess that Pikachu would be a whole different game, right? Especially if you're looking at Pikachu from a side profile. Guess that Pokemon.
Oh my god. You know one thing you never see in Pokemon?
Kickstand.
It's Dolly Parton and Pikachu.
Oh my god, what's the evolution of Pikachu?
C-cup. G-cup.
Kickstand evolves to tripod.
Oh, Pikachu's tail's on the other side.
I don't know. I think that Nintendo made a good choice with the direction they went. Now.
Oh my god, can you imagine what would have happened to Digimon? Trying to keep up with that. Angelmon, just be some butt-naked lady with a helmet.
It'd be Lilu from Fifth Element. That's that Pokemon right there.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know.
Right. So
it'd be a whole new thing of catch 'em all, right?
Okay.
Or
I
arena
got
battle
all the
in
Pokemons
Pokemon.
and 7 STDs.
Oh yeah, it's no longer a Poke Battle Arena. It's a Poke Strip Arena or something.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, instead of like Pokemon Go, it'd be like Pokemon lasts as long as you can or something.
Is this like golf? Your strokes wins?
Yep. Your strokes win.
Hell, sometimes I don't even get out of the club.
And then the Pokestops would just be a circle jerk. Everybody comes and greets and meets up.
Oh, if I can throw your ball out there, 12 Pokemon come out.
12 Pikachu. They're all Pikachu.
Oh, damn.
Who threw out the Geodude?
Human centipede of Pikachus.
I like what I like.
That's right. Don't judge me.
The furry convention, the furries would have a field day if Pikachu was a female cat.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible. Poor Pika. All right.
That would be the slogan still. Pika boobs.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, before we get nasty with this, because we haven't done it yet, we get worse, people. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you think it was the right move? Are you maybe a little curious about a little Pika? Let us know. Or if you just think they should have went full on rated R Pokemon with it, Squirtle is Squirtle, if you know what I mean. Let us know. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, notifications, and all those good buttons. We'll see you next time. See ya.